Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as United States Air Force Veteran Staff Sergeant Steve Case leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
You can be seated. Thank you. With liberty gone through some changes over the years, hasn't she? The alternating red and white stripes, the rectangular blue field containing white stars in the upper field near the staff. I heard it said that the red stripes represent the stripes that Jesus bore for us and the blood that he shed. The white represents the purity of the new birth, and the blue represents the truth of God's word. I believe that. Sometimes called the Stars and Stripes, our flag is a powerful symbol for our nation, not just a political symbol. She represents a mighty and a free people, the freest people on the face of the earth. Our flag is a standard of liberty and freedom, and that includes, above all, the freedom to worship God as a Christian nation. The freedom to worship God has never been cheap. It cost Jesus his life. It cost a lot of other people their lives too. Our flag represents all those who shed their blood for freedom, including Jesus. That's why Satan hates this banner called Old Glory. He hates it the way he hates our Constitution, the way he hates this republic, the way he hates the American dream and the liberty to serve and worship the one true God. Satan hates Old Glory's guaranteed freedoms. Francis Scott Key wasn't trying to write a national anthem, although that's what it became. But rather, as an eyewitness to an historical battle, he wrote his testimony during a time of war when men would rather die for freedom than live under tyranny. And so it was that during the War of 1812, Mr. Key, a lawyer, sailed to the British fleet to negotiate the release of a captured American. And that night, while being detained by the British on a ship in the harbor, he witnessed the bombardment of Fort McHenry. As the battle raged and the sky filled with smoke from the shelling, Francis Key kept his eyes on the Stars and Stripes until the sun went down and she was no longer visible. All through the night during this critical battle, he kept his eyes fastened on the place where that standard flew. And the question on his mind, as important as the battle itself, was that flag still there? The flash and the glow of the rockets interrupted the black night, revealing welcome glimpses of the Stars and Stripes. And then, in an instant, everything went quiet. Smoke hung in the air. The sun had not yet come up, and Francis Key didn't know if the flag was still there or not. Are we still a nation? Are we still a free people? There wasn't another free nation on the face of the earth. Many people even considered that the establishment of this country was an experiment that would eventually fail. And I imagine that throughout that night, these kinds of thoughts were rolling around this lonely man's heart and mind. Oh God, if that flag is not still there when the sun comes up, this thing is all over. There won't be another free nation anywhere, Lord, but it has to. It must stand as the home of the free and the brave. Well, surely God would help this young nation to stand strong as the ragtag army of courageous farmers and churchgoers dared to go up against the most powerful, best equipped expeditionary force on the face of the earth. These were people of faith who were not moved by the odds. They were not moved by what they could see. They were moved by what they believed. And what they believed was that they were already free as of the day of the Declaration of 1776 was signed. And now, once more again, at the Battle of Fort McHenry, God honored their faith and the colonists stood strong against the enemy. And as the smoke cleared at dawn, Francis Key was thrilled to find the beloved American flag still flying high, proclaiming victory for all who could see. Historians report that the sight of that majestic flag still flying at daybreak gave the inspiration to the words that would become our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. And here we are today, 250 years. Celebrating the signing of the greatest declaration of independence the world has ever witnessed, and the most powerful symbol of our nation continues to wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave forever and forever and forever. Why? Because our God is a God of plans and purposes. He's always had a plan. 250 years ago, a document was born out of that plan, written and signed, the likes of which did not exist in government, nor has existed in any government since. That we hold these truths to be self-evident. That all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers by the consent of the governed. And that when any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, then it is the right of the people to alter, abolish, or to institute new government. This founding bedrock upon which this United States government was founded was the first and still is the only one of its kind. It stated clearly that God had obviously given priceless worth to every single person. Not just kings or nobility or people of higher stature, no, everyone. Where did this earth-shaking document come from? Did mere men dream this up? No! It could only be found in the heart of the true and the living God. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him would not perish, but have everlasting life. We know that God speaks to us through His Word and through His Spirit, but now we know with irrefutable certainty that He also spoke to us through the men who framed the Constitution of the United States of America, stating clearly, I want a nation, one nation under God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.